Hello everyone and welcome to Tara's Daily Insight. My name is Mitchell and it is Sunday, March the 17th, 2013. And for those of you who celebrate, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's a great day for me. It's a green day. I've always been so attracted to the color green growing up. I mentioned that in a previous Tara's Daily Insight, but it's the actual day, so I thought I'd mention it again. So I want to set the intention for you and me that we would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, and a better connection to our higher self. I also want to set the intention that we would resonate, operate, and vibrate in the highest possible frequency of divine love that we can today. So it is. I also set the intention that we would be in direct harmony and alignment with our true authentic self and source. That really has been resonating with me so much more. So today's 3-card Sunday. So our first card is going to be the 8 of Swords. Our second card will be the King of Swords. It's looking like a mental day. And the third one will be the Wheel. So let me pull these cards up. All right, shrink me. Hello, I'm down here. Okay, where's my cursor? There it is. I can do this. So, our first one is the 8 of Swords. So we bring her up. And the King of Swords. Alright, there's our King. So a lot of blue today. So we're working on a throat chakra a little bit. And then the Wheel. Business as usual. Alright, so let me take one at a time, then I'll backtrack. So our first card is the 8 of Swords. And as you can see, this woman, first of all, the number 8 is a very, it's a very passive number, receptive, it's feminine. Swords are our card of air element. There are logical, left brain thinking kind of a card. So in this card, this woman is trapped in her own web that she's created. This is in my reading, not the definition of the card, but typically in my reading. So the interesting thing is whenever I'm reading for people, I almost always will say, because I'm prompted by Spirit to say this, that she has 8 swords around her. She literally could cut herself down, but she's just not doing it. So that's why I always feel like she has created this web herself rather than somebody put her there. She is definitely not a victim. And our second one is our King of Swords. So when I do readings, this is often my lawyer, policeman, engineer kind of a person. Very intelligent. Can come off as cold and callous and not very feeling because he's very left brain, logical type of a thinker. Dealing with lofty ideas, the element of air. So that's where this gentleman and sometimes woman can be. And then finally our Wheel card. Now this card, it's interesting because I always kind of felt I knew what it meant, but I never knew how to vocalize it. The best way I can say it is it comes in that kind of a song. The sun goes up, the sun goes down. It's just the wheel of life going round and round and round. And I would always almost always say that this card is just about the cycle of the day, of life. We can't really do much to change it. We're on the wheel, kind of like the proverbial hamster in the wheel. But there's always choices that we can make to make things different. So let me spread these out and then do the read as it comes. And I know some of you are probably already working on your reading of this. And boom, boom, boom. Let me bring myself up. So here we see, and actually, I'm going to read this how I'm feeling it right now rather than kind of like from a textbook. I'm feeling there's a woman who is worried over her relationship with a man. And it's the fear of just being trapped and stuck in this cycle over and over and over. And notice I'm going in reverse. That's interesting because I'm not going counter or clockwise. So it's like and living in the past as well. So very interesting read, like I said, and that was what I was kind of feeling and getting. Now let me back up and say that if I were going to read this just straight across the board for you guys out there, but I definitely feel like there is some woman who feels very trapped in this relationship, and I'm going to stay with the man. It could also be another woman, but it's just that fear of being cycled over and over and over. So reading it straight across, be careful of your fears of how you intellectualize them, and continuing to just letting things. If you just continue to intellectualize them, then you're just going to be in the same place over and over and over and over and over, rather than taking control of them and moving on. So hope you enjoyed that read. It's been a very interesting week, a lot of changes, a lot of shifting. As you know, it was my birthday this past Wednesday, and got a nice read from Michael John Fierro on the number and my day. It's a number 5 year for me, which is a lot of changes. So I definitely feel that coming on. So with all that said, I thank you for tuning in today. Please feel free to share this. Please get connected on my website. I'll put the video link right down here. And because if you do get connected via my newsletter, I put some specials out there. So my last special, which if you're not connected, you missed, was a $20 full spread YouTube session that I will send out to people. So all that being said, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow.